Hello everyone, my name is Anitsu and I'm back with another Digimon spoilers video. So today we got two new spoilers in green and it's the fan favorite Wormmon and Stingmon. So both of these cards are looking to be pretty good and definitely a good step forward for green as a whole because they have some pretty powerful abilities. Starting off with Wormmon here. Wormmon is your fairly average statted rookie. So nothing too spicy to talk about in terms of his costs and his DP, but he does have the really interesting and powerful when destroyed ability. You get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and then put up to 1 level 4 or 5 Digimon among them into your hand, and the rest go on to the bottom. So the interesting things to note is this is not color locked to just green. So you could be running him in a couple of different decks, and then you could just use him to swing into the opponent's security, kill him off, and then get that search trigger. That is definitely one really interesting thing to note, but obviously the whole idea is to try to search out Stingmon or Pyildramon, because that's like, his normal evolution line. But regardless, the fact that he is basically a Palmon on death that can search for any colored Digimon off the top is definitely something really interesting to note. On top of which, the opponent might not want to destroy Wormmon because of this when destroyed ability, so that way they are going to try to maybe prevent you from searching, so maybe he could just stay on board as a rookie and de-incentivize the opponent from trying to destroy him, so that way you could use him to Digivolve up safely. But I'm really liking what this card can do as a whole. Next up, we have Stingmon over here. He is the level 4 champion. He has some pretty average stats for a green champion, where he's 1 to evolve, 6 to play. He has some relatively high DP, so he's kind of like an alternate choice to what Kabuterimon was doing in terms of his stat line. But he gives the inheritable skill during your turn once per turn. When only your opponent's Digimon is destroyed in battle with this Digimon, you gain +1 memory. So obviously this is supposed to be more rewarding towards those piercing decks, where the whole idea is to attack into the opponent's Digimon, get the piercing damage to hit their security at the same time, and this card is just rewarding you for that playstyle by giving you +1 memory when you do that. So he's obviously going to play really nicely into kind of like what Dinobemon was doing, where he has piercing and jamming, and he is going to be playing really nicely into Rust Tyrannomon builds, because now they can gain some additional memory off of his ability. So he's just looking to be a really good and strong inclusion into a lot of green decks. So that's kind of all of the spoilers that we got this morning. I definitely think that these two cards are going to be really good for green, and Wormmon really good just as a splash for a whole bunch of other decks. So I look forward to seeing what else green has to offer in the set, especially since we know that Mega Gargamon is going to have some interesting rest synergies. But we still don't even know what the rest of green is going to be doing. So as always, tell me your thoughts down in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next video.